Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am back in Jakarta and I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be back with my family. I'm so happy to be able to meet my friends. And yeah, in this video I just want to tell you a little bit of story, I guess, like why Chinese-Indonesians don't speak Mandarin, or are you even Chinese? Guys, if you want to comment bad things or if you want to judge me, please watch until the very end. Only then you can comment down below. Okay, first of all, I just want to tell you guys why I decided to make this video. So ever since I moved to Malaysia, a lot of my friends ask me like, are you Chinese? If yes, then why can't you speak Mandarin? And I have to repeat the same thing all over again, I guess. So in this video, I will explain everything that you need to know, like why Chinese-Indonesians don't really speak Mandarin. I mean, there are some Chinese-Indonesians that do speak Mandarin, but the percentage is like only a little bit. So in general, the majority of Chinese-Indonesians don't speak Mandarin, like at all. Alright, let me tell you a little bit of my background. I was born and raised in Jakarta. I think if you guys watch my previous or like my past video, you guys would know that I was born and raised in Jakarta. But my point is that people who were born here or were born in like big cities, I'm talking about Chinese-Indonesians, they don't really speak Chinese. First reason is because we used to have a second president called Suharto, and this president used to rule our country for 32 years, and he basically was a dictator. Long story short, he wanted the Chinese and the Indonesians to mix together, and then he closed down all the Chinese schools, and then everyone had to speak Bahasa Indonesia, I mean Indonesian language, properly. And then if you were found by any chance that you were talking in Chinese or the dialects or whatever, then you could die. So that's the reason why people don't really talk in Chinese until now. Even my parents, they don't know how to speak Chinese. And that's not a weird thing here, I guess, because people just don't speak Mandarin here. That's the second thing. Because he basically ruled the countries for so long, he could do whatever he wanted. So my parents didn't get a chance to learn Mandarin. Yeah, basically my parents just use their dialects at home, you know, like Teochew or Hakka or other dialects. They could use that at home. I mean, just don't tell anybody, but you could use that at home if you wanted to, like speak that with your family. But in terms of Chinese, there was no place for you to learn. So yeah. Second thing, in my generation, everyone doesn't speak Mandarin at all. Even the dialects, I don't really speak. I don't speak even, and I understand a little bit of my parents' dialects, but that's about it. I don't use it even with my parents, even with my friends, with anybody. So that's why I can't speak Mandarin up until now. Actually, my parents used to tell me that, you know what? Mandarin will be so important for you in the future. Basically, my parents used to tell me that Mandarin is very important and you need to know Mandarin. You need to be able to speak and understand it. And my parents even assigned me to a private Mandarin course, and I was like, I don't want to learn this. Fuck this. Yeah, I just didn't want to learn. I was forced to learn for about maybe 3 years, but I could only understand a little bit, and up until now I can understand the basics only, so which is kind of sad. If I'm not forced to speak, I don't speak Mandarin. I can't speak Mandarin actually. Now I can tell you the good things and the bad things. The good thing for me is that everyone here speaks Bahasa, and then it's very convenient. If you want to talk to everybody, you can just talk in Bahasa and then everyone will understand. And that's not the case in Malaysia. Like for example, if you want to blend in with the Chinese, you have to be able to speak Chinese, Mandarin, or whatever language that they speak. But here, if you're like stuck somewhere on the road, you don't know where to go, like you don't know the way. I know there's a Waze, GPS, Google Maps, whatever, but just in case, you know, you don't have a signal or something like that, and then you want to ask someone, you can just ask them in English, not English, you can just ask them in Bahasa, and then they will understand. They will just straight away tell you that. Yes, that's the good thing. People of all races basically just mix together and they can just talk. Another good thing that I found is that Indonesian language is more flexible. I don't really know how to explain it, but if you want to speak in another language, it's very much easier for you to speak that certain language. Like, it's flexible. Your tongue is flexible. I just don't know how to explain it, but I really hope you understand. So yeah, the bad thing is that I can't speak my grandparents' language, which is kind of sad, but that's about it. I can still learn if I want to. So yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to talk to you guys, and I really hope you enjoyed this kind of video. If you did, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and I'll just see you guys on the next video. Bye.